Hey everybody, it's Nick Chino with Why When Wait After Dark. You can catch me weeknights on Why When Wait from 6:30 to midnight, as well as at whywhenwait.ca/Nick and vigilantedetective.com. And welcome to my album review of the new record, the new solo record from Liam Gallagher. It's called As You Were.
And the stone you throw will turn back in its path. One day you'll shatter like a wall of glass.
Alright, so you might notice with this Liam Gallagher review that I'm actually wearing a Noel Gallagher's High Flying Bird shirt. Liam would probably throw something at me for wearing this shirt during a review of his album, but I don't have any Liam Gallagher t-shirts. I'm going to see him next month at Rebel in Toronto, so I had to represent the Gallaghers and Oasis in some fashion, so I'm wearing my Noel Gallagher's High Flying Bird shirt. Sorry, Liam. Alright, so just to give you a little rundown on my history with Oasis, Oasis is my #1 favorite band of all time, above any other band, above Foo Fighters, Beatles, Biffy Clyro, Third Eye Blind. Oasis has reigned supreme since I was 12 years old when I first heard Wonderwall.
And after all, you're my Wonderwall.
And Champagne Supernova on the radio after Morning Glory came out.
Someday you will find me caught beneath the landslide in a champagne supernova, a champagne supernova.
It changed my life. I became a massive fan since then. I've collected all their albums, their singles, everything. Seen Oasis live 6 times, seen Noel live a whole bunch of times. I am a colossal, mega Oasis fan and will be for the rest of my life. So that's my Oasis history for you.
Maybe you're the same as me. We see things they'll never see. You and I are gonna live forever.
Alright, so on top of Oasis, we know that the Gallagher brothers have been working solo since 2009 when Oasis broke up. Noel Gallagher, he's got his High Flying Birds. Liam Gallagher, this is his first proper solo album, but he actually released 2 albums with the band Beady Eye, which featured all the, the ex-members of Oasis, minus Noel. They released 2 albums, 2011's Different Gear Still Speeding and 2013's B. Both pretty solid albums. I like 2011's Different Gear Still Speeding more than B, but they were both pretty solid. But you know what? I'm okay with Liam going solo. I think he's done a really, really good job here. Alright, so the first thing that you're going to notice on this record is up front and center is Liam Gallagher's voice, as it should be. He has one of the most recognizable voices in rock and roll. His live performances can vary in quality depending on when you see him, but he always brings the goods on record, and with this record, his voice hasn't sounded this good in a very long time. He sounds amazing with the rock and roll tracks, he sounds amazing with the ballad tracks, and he proves that he still has one of the most distinguishable and amazing voices in rock and roll. So Liam, you're sounding great, buddy. So we got Liam's voice, and then on top of that, the production on this record is awesome. He did work with a few different writers and a few different producers on this record. The main producer that he worked with was a guy named Greg Kurstin, which is a name that's been popping up a lot lately when it comes to production of big rock albums. He produced this new album from Liam, and he also produced the new album from the Foo Fighters called Concrete and Gold. So he's in demand when it comes to working with, some of the biggest names in rock and roll. And the production that he brings to this is amazing, especially on the first track called Wall of Glass. The production on this song is amazing. It's super well written, a super just awesomely constructed pop song, but then everything in this song from the production standpoint is amazing, from the harmonica to the guitar to the way that Liam's voice is treated. He did a good job working with Greg Kurstin on this record. And with that production and with Liam's amazing voice, you think that it might just kind of be an album that is based around his voice completely, but there is so much amazing production, amazing instrumental bits on this record. Every song either begins or has a middle part or ends with a really, really cool instrumental bit or a coda or some sort of sing-along that just takes every song to a new level. Every song on this record has something really tasty about it. Alright, so maybe one of the biggest criticisms that people might have of this record is it sounds too much like Oasis. Well, I don't know what you're expecting if you think, well, it sounds too much like Oasis. This is the lead vocalist of Oasis, so it already has that sound when it comes to Liam's voice. But then, yeah, of course he's going to put out a record that sounds like Oasis. Liam has said in multiple interviews before that he loves rock and roll music, and that's the music that he's going to make. So whereas his brother Noel might go off and do some experimental kind of stuff, Liam is a rock and roll star, and he will stay that way forever, and that's okay with me.
You were sold to one direction. I believe the resurrection's on, and you were wrong.
Alright, right, so in terms of highlights on this album, I gotta tell you, pick up the deluxe edition of As You Were. It features 15 songs. I think there's an additional like 3 or 4 songs on this record that you don't get on the regular version. You can pre-order it at Liam's website. I'm sure you can get the deluxe edition in stores and online as well. But you know what? Definitely get it. There are so many standout tracks on this record. Of course, I mentioned Wall of Glass, which is the first single from this album, and really just sets it off in the right tone and shows you that Liam means business with this record. And then it just continues from there. Greedy Soul, which is a great kind of like Oasis-esque rocker. Could have been on, you know, like Definitely Maybe, or even on like Dig Out Your Soul or something like that. For What It's Worth and Paper Crown are 2 of the best ballads on the record. Like I said, Liam's voice sounds amazing. He gets up to some like crazy falsetto stuff on these songs, and he proves that he can do the rock and roll stuff, and he can do the ballads and break your heart as well. And then there's, you know, it just keeps going on. You Better Run, I Get By, Chinatown, another great ballad on this record, as well as Come Back to Me, Universal Gleam, a bonus track called It Doesn't Always Have to Be That Way. There's just so many great tracks on this record. Make sure you get the deluxe edition and go for the maximum Liam Gallagher.
Take me down through the streets of Chinatown. Show me that you know some places.
Alright, so overall, I'm going to give Liam Gallagher's new solo album, As You Were, a 9 out of 10. I would go 10 out of 10, but you know, I don't want to be too much of an Oasis fanboy. Like, I just love everything they do, solo or together. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Liam, you did a great job. Like he's listening to this. Liam, you did a great job on this new solo album, and it's amazing. Definitely pick it up if you're an Oasis fan or you're just discovering their music. This is a great place to start. And so, as we know, this actually isn't the first Gallagher record coming out this fall. This just came out on October 6th, and Noel Gallagher, Liam's older brother, and I guess like lifelong nemesis, has announced that he's releasing his 3rd solo album with the High Flying Birds called Who Built the Moon. That comes out on November the 24th. And I guess I've been calling it on the air. I've been calling it the Battle of the Gallaghers because they're releasing solo records so close together. But if you're an Oasis fan, you should really be in your glory, because I know it's not a full-on Oasis reunion, but who needs an Oasis reunion when we're getting such stellar solo music from the Gallagher brothers? Plus, you got the members of Oasis playing with Noel anyways. You got Gem and Chris Sharrock playing with Noel after their work with Liam and Beady Eye. And you know what? I don't need an Oasis reunion. We got new Noel coming out. We got new Liam coming out. Both stellar stuff. So you know what? Screw the Battle of the Gallaghers. Oasis is back, but just not together. Alright, so that is my review of Liam Gallagher's new solo album, As You Were. Thank you a lot for watching. Please like and subscribe and share this video, and let me know what you think of the new Liam Gallagher solo album, As You Were. Do you think it's as good as his work that he's done with Beady Eye and Oasis, or do you not like it at all? I think it's fantastic. I give it a 9 out of 10, so definitely thumbs up on the new solo album from Liam Gallagher. So yeah, like I said, thank you for watching. Make sure you check out the blogs, y108.ca/Nick, vigilantedetective.com. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at The Walking Nick. Just verified on Twitter, so now I'm like official or something. But that is it for this review, so thanks a lot. We'll see you guys later. This is Chino, out.